Welcome to episode 90 of Inside 300. I'm your host, Brian Perry. Normally, we keep things upbeat and lighthearted on the show, but today's episode is focused on the devastating story out of Orlando that saw a 14-year-old killed after falling out of the Orlando freefall ride on International Drive. Now, Icon Park, where the ride is located, sits about 2.5 miles from Universal Studios and about a 15-minute drive from Disney Springs. The tragedy, which is just heart-wrenching for the entire Sampson family and friends, has many people questioning the safety protocol requirements when constructing an attraction of this magnitude. The Orange County Sheriff's Office held a press conference yesterday, and John Stein, the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Slingshot Group, which is the company that built the ride for Icon Park, spoke to the media as well.
Good afternoon. So thank you for being here. First, I'd like to extend my deepest condolences to the family of the young man who lost his life. Our role in this situation is to determine whether or not this is an accident or intentional act, and this does appear just to be a terrible tragedy.
There's nothing else we can share at this point. Everything is under investigation at this time. Our hearts are broken for that family of the young man, and again, we're going to do everything we can to work with the investigative authorities to get to the matter of this.
Horrific live footage of the incident has been shared multiple times on social media. We're choosing not to show the graphic video in respect to Tyree's friends and family. The Sampson family did comment on the matter yesterday, with Tyree's stepmother Wendy calling him a respectful, gentle giant. Tyree's father also spoke to multiple media outlets as well.
My son is 6'5", 340 pounds. This one particular ride decided, yeah, we're going to take you. Come on, get on. When nobody else allowed him to get on the rides. So I wonder what happened between now and then what made him say, come on, you can get on this ride.
A photo of Tyree can be seen before the ride began its ascent with what looks like a shoulder harness not locked into place. Size limits have not been disclosed by Icon Park or the ride's constructor, though footage from after the tragic incident includes a worker claiming that they had checked Tyree's harness. In another video taken on the night of the incident, a worker can be heard confirming to a different rider that there are no seatbelts utilized on the attraction. Fox 35's Ryan Elijah shared these images of the attraction's restraints with an emphasis on the fact that the ride does not use safety belts as a secondary restraint. Instead, the only safety restraint for riders is the overhead harness, often utilized in a roller coaster. Protocol for the attraction calls for employees to check each individual harness like you would on Dr. Doom's Freefall at Universal or even Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios. The attraction, which opened just 3 months ago, stands at 430 feet tall and advertises itself as the tallest freefall ride in the world. For context, Tower of Terror stands at 199 feet, less than half the height of the Orlando freefall attraction. This also is an Icon Park's first incident involving the horrific death of a young man. Back in 2020, a 21-year-old worker fell to his death from the Starflyer attraction when performing routine maintenance. But the biggest story here is the tragic passing of 14-year-old Tyree Sampson, who had his entire life ahead of him.
And now his parents have to live with this for the rest of their lives. So an explanation on how seatbelts aren't required as a second safety restraint on an attraction that goes 430 feet in the air is something that needs to be expressed. You look at other rides similar to this one. You've got Falcon's Fury over in Busch Gardens, which utilizes overhead restraints and a seatbelt. Quite frankly, it's ridiculous. Engineers can try to explain every scientific reason in the book on why this one on iDrive didn't need seatbelts as a fail-safe, and that all goes out the window now because of a tragedy like this that simply cannot happen. The investigation is still underway.